very serious breaking news. Most people haven't heard about it, but I bring it up to you now. Sengezo Tshabangu's leadership of CCC is left hanging in the balance. It has been ruled and has been suspended by the Supreme Court of Appeal in Zimbabwe. That Sengezo Tshabangu's ruling to be the CCC leader was done in error. And for that, the case has got to go back to the court. It has been referred to a higher court, where it now is going to be heard by a different judge, not the one who's the opponent. The podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. People of God, I hope I find you well. Wherever you are, may the Lord continue to make manifest every blessing that you carry. Right, you know, I'm always a quiet person. I've always been a quiet person. I usually don't come out and speak a lot of things. In my quiet corner, I prefer to be there, quietly without mingling with a lot of things. But I think at this point in time, let me come out and speak to you so that I give you the proper information rather than being thrown all over. At the very same time, I think our media people, whether you are running a podcast, whether you're just a socialite and you are mingling with politics pertaining to Zimbabwe or Zimbabwean situation, please try find a common ground, not to attack each other, and work together so that people are fed with the right information. I'm going to be mentioning this at the end of this presentation. But for now, I've got some very serious breaking news. Most people haven't heard about it, but I bring it up to you now. Sengezo Tshabangu's leadership of CCC is left hanging in the balance. It has been ruled and has been suspended by the Supreme Court of Appeal in Zimbabwe. That Sengezo Tshabangu's ruling to be the CCC leader was done in error. And for that, the case has got to go back to the court. It has been referred to a higher court, where it now is going to be heard by a different judge, not the one who sat on it. Now here is the coincidence. The sitting president, His Excellent Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, is out in Belarus, where he's busy signing some deals. And the acting president right now has also allowed for this to be put onto the public domain to notify people that Sengezo Tshabangu's ruling as CCC leader is now invalid indefinitely. Let me put it that way. The case where he's been fighting Welshman Ncube for the leadership of CCC has now been referred to the High Court, and it's going to go there. And a different judge from the one who sat on it is got to be appointed to sit on this matter. It shows you that power is now fighting power within ZANU PF. Remember, I told you this is an in-house ZANU PF divide. And there's certain things that I want you to know. Now that the case has been ordered, the reason for the case to be reheard is because the judge who sat on the case did not attach, let me read it properly, did not attach an order for the case to be heard. So something was missing on that. And ZANU PF from within knew that that was not present. But now, because it's ZANU PF fighting internally, ZANU PF against ZANU PF in their divide, all hell is breaking loose. No wonder why I was saying they should find a common ground before they start to expose everything about themselves. Can we say the shenanigans are coming out? I don't want to say that. But this is exactly what this is exposing. Right now, at this point in time, in this divide of ZANU PF, I want you to note something. No one has got broader control of the system within ZANU PF. ZANU PF is an intertwined system. And now that there's a serious crack, the divide is failing to come. No one wants to compromise, to meet on a common ground for them to discuss the way forward. That because of this ruling now, which has been announced in the absence of the president of Zimbabwe, Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, it has been announced in the presence of the acting president of Zimbabwe, who is Constantine Gouveia Dominic Nyikadzino Chiwengwa. What does it tell you about the situation back home? Let's grind into this. I've spoken about the Mwenje document, and most people didn't know about it. To other people, they will tell you that it's on the public domain. But there's something that I want now to tell you that you did not know. And for this one, I know it's going to break your heart. Reason being, some people, they're always calling, Murakashi, Muchi. Sit down. When you hear us telling you things, even criticizing former leaders of your parties that you used to follow or support, we are trying to highlight something or bring something to your attention that it's not just a matter of forming parties. I mentioned about Nelson Chamisa, and it was daggers out on me. Oh, that one Murakashi, at the very same time, that pastor, whatever. Why is he into politics? People will speak a lot. But let me tell you, the stone that the builders has rejected has become the main cornerstone of the house. Information and to most people, and I'm giving you the information now. At the formation of MDC, seeing that MDC is coming to cause havoc in 2000, when Chiwuri was still the police commissioner of Zimbabwe, they sat down and formed what they call a JOC. JOC is a intertwined group of people, and I'll tell you who is part of the JOC. Number one, the Zimbabwe military is part of the JOC. Number two, the Zimbabwe police, ZRP, is part of the JOC. Number three, the judiciary system is part of the JOC. Number four, the war veterans are part of the JOC. Above all, ZANU PF as a party is part of the JOC. So those 5 entities are not entities to mess about with. And everything that was going to be happening from Zimbabwe there until now has got to be controlled by JOC. So meaning to say the police were now operating and are still operating to this very day, or are instructed, if not forced by this agreement, to operate under the leadership of ZANU PF. It is the ZANU PF that set the framework of how everyone operates. Just imagine, within the framework, you've got the police. Within the framework, you've got the Zimbabwe military. Within the framework, you have got the judiciary. Within the framework, you've got the war veterans. Above all, you've got ZANU PF, the party itself. And it is ZANU PF who detects or dictates who says what and what is to be done. Meaning to say, there is no more independence when it comes to these organs of the system. So, asking you a question, when I was saying, before the elections in 2023, when I said Triple C will not win nothing, I knew exactly what I was talking about, because I know the JOC document that many people don't know. There is no way out. ZANU will simply go out when the JOC document is the one that's detecting the control of all the organs that's powerful within the system. So from now on, when I say we have no opposition, this is what I'll be meaning. To those who just thought I know he's just but a pastor, he doesn't know nothing. I know more than what people know. JOC holds everything together. I'm going to be coming to explain a lot of things from now on. I think let me enlighten you to things that you didn't know. Reason I'm enlightening you to these things now is because this is a ZANU PF in-house fight, where Geza, the M31 movement, is trying to get support from outside. And I can rightfully tell you that the situation in Zimbabwe has not actually improved. It hasn't favored nobody, but it has actually worsened. You might not see a lot of things happening. You might not see a lot of things being said, but at the back, oh, things are in a total mess. I tell you, things are in a total mess. Believe you me, things are in a total mess. Now Sengezo Tshabangu has been disempowered. So what it means to say is he stops to exist, he ceases to exist as the leader of Triple C. In this case now against Welshman Ncube, is going to be taken to the higher court, not the Supreme Court anymore, but to a higher court. What does it mean? It hints you that Welshman Ncube is now in good books with the M31 movement. That's what it tells you. That's why I said it's best not to say nothing at this point in time, because you don't know who is an enemy and who is a friend, because this is all happening within the ZANU PF. Remember, I said it was not ZANU PF proposing to Triple C for a GNU. A GNU can only be effected if there is a crisis that's failing to settle two fighting parties together. But at this point in time, that's not the case. So they had actually reversed and said, right, at this point in time, it's got to be Sengezo Tshabangu who puts through the proposal and see if it can be accepted by ZANU PF to say, let's suspend the 2028 elections. Let's move up to 2030. But in the meantime, Sengezo Tshabangu had bargained for a position of vice president, which was almost done. But now, in the absence of the traveling president, things have been reversed and drama starts right here. People of God, watch. I'll be explaining everything in detail. The news is here. We have history with the party. We have been praying for this party. We know exactly things that you guys don't know. No wonder I thought, let me come out myself and explain things to the general populace. Musanzi, ndaitoseka zvangu. I was once laughing. Yellow, Jimmy say yellow, banana yellow, tirimo mu military, tirimo mu police, tirimo kwese kwa waenda, yellow irimo. Chabisa achitaura. Ndanga nakangotarisa zvangu so. Ndikati, oh, what I'm seeing lacking in this guy is information pertaining to in-system, the inside of the system. Because there was no way he was going to get this. Because Jock is the handler of transformation within the Zimbabwean politics. And if he didn't know about this, welcome to the channel, The Informant, and I'm going to continue to give you more information. Let me come live with more of this so that I will tell you in detail how these things are happening. Why? Because it's a ZANU PF in-house fight. Get ready for more fireworks. Remember, this has been announced in the absence or the absentia of the sitting president. Right now, it's no peace in the camp. I can tell you that. Wow.